Chachk, Wololo.
Hello everyone, my death counter's still up, whoops. That doesn't need to be there, there we go. Hey Bones, welcome in. Max is on the server, and also listening in, hi Max. Bones, I liked your message so much I made it the stream title, because I didn't have a stream title picked out. We're on the Alchem3. Hey Dan, welcome in. I hope you guys weren't prepared for an interesting stream, because it won't be one. I don't have anything going on, I just wanted to stream tonight because I'll be busy tomorrow. Winecraft Wednesday? I'm sure we can make some kind of wine. But yeah, I've been doing a little bit on the server since last time we were on. I got some of these things. These are some spongekins. And this is a prismarine blossom. And they're interesting blocks. They can't go on any non-solid block, unfortunately, but I can put it there. Spongekin, you're not prepared for anything? That's a great attitude to be coming into my stream, Dan. Also, my rail machine got a rework. First off, the vault is gone, because I realized there was actually no point in having a vault. Especially because I needed a way to turn it on and off while I was working on it. And if I use smart chutes, I can literally just do that, and now it's off. But yeah, things got a rework. The belt has been sped up because I was having some issues with that. Oh, this whole thing was really just non-stop trouble, but it's working now. It's working. And we have 2,600 tracks. Hey Stump, welcome in. So yeah, this thing's gotten a bit of a rework since last stream. It's gotten a little bit more compact. Not really, though, if you're measuring by, like, straight up block space it takes up. Mostly just because these damn fans, they take up so much space horizontally. And then this is moved over because I have a display link on it that is tracking how many items it produces per hour. Except that I feel like its sample size is definitely not an hour because it very frequently goes to 0. Also, I got rid of the display board up there because it was broken and glitchy. And I think that's all. Oh yeah, Bones, I wanted to show you. Your fan art is alive and well. Oh yeah, also I made a brass thing. I'll show you it in a second, but basically if you want brass now at the factory, you can just ask Ruru for it and you'll get it. This chest, same as always. And the way that that happens is using those factory gauges. And the new logistics system, it just sends down a request. I'm not going to go down there because there's not really an easy way to get back up. But it sends down a request to this basin, which makes brass, and there's a blaze burner being fed by a mechanical arm down there that I can't reach. So it's just yet another thing reaching down into my giant pit of lava, which is really what I wanted this room to be like anyway. I wanted just a ton of these pipes coming down and grabbing lava. So, we're getting there. As somebody who doesn't play Minecraft, I thought at one point I almost understood Minecraft. You've proven me so wrong. Well, this is heavily modded Minecraft, so... can't take it too hard. Okay, what kind of wine can we make? We can make rice wine. We can make chorus fruit wine. We could make elderberry wine and lapis berry wine. All of these seem not that difficult. Let's go make some rice. Or get some, even. I don't think we need to make it. Do I really not have any rice? I just feel like we should make some wine, if it's Winecraft Wednesday. Do I really not have any rice? Where's my rice? Call me the alligator whose name I can never remember. That's a nonsense joke. Fuck. What? I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of an... I promise this makes a little bit of sense. Swampy? I think it's Swampy. From the game Where's My Water? Not currently. Okay. We got one. Got two. I think we need 4. That's not bone meal. Yeah. Anyway. Swampy wine. No, we are... Whoa. Don't know what happened there. We are making rice wine. Do I have a barrel? Do the infinite hot dog water glitch? Okay, actually... maybe possible. I have 4 rice. I just needed to grab it. And by grab it, I mean grow it. No. No, what the hell are those called? A keg, of course. How do I make a keg? That's not too bad. And then I need a tankard. Okay. Perfect. Now we let that sit there forever. Hot dog. We can make a hot dog. It's a little underwhelming, but it can be done. I can't boil a hot dog, unfortunately. You're here for the underwhelming Minecraft hot dog. There's our hot dog. Do you know, Max? Okay. I know at least one mod has a thing. Is it like a coaster? Yeah. Yeah, but is it only a coaster that can make the like, put an item down in the world. That's gonna take a long time. Damn. Because I don't know if coasters can be waterlogged and stay. You gonna pop off? You gonna be happy there? Alright, Dan. There you go. Infinite Minecraft hot dog water. It's this whole ocean. Ew. What now? I don't remember how to make the Bountiful Fair's wine, is the problem. I'm sure it has something to do with fermenting. I wish the recipes worked. Yeah. Is it you just stick the thing in there and wait? The fruit in a bottle of water. Okay. I've been looking at the... what was I saying? I've been looking at things. I've been looking at the feasibility of mass-producing things with these fermentation vessels. The good news is that deployers do interact with them. The bad news is they can't actually take items out, even with an empty hand. They kind of just throw them everywhere. Why mass production with those? Because if I want a lot of citrus essence, perchance, then I have to do that a lot, because the only way to get that is to ferment oranges and lemons. Backpack with magnet, very possible. Oh, right, Max! Oh! Okay. It's a nice thing you're online, because I can actually show you this now. Hold on. So if I have a bit of citric essence, and I go to my factory, where I hopefully already have this set up. I seem to remember having done this already, but I don't know if I did. Eh. To make acid, of course. We make a lot of yellow potions here, don't we? Whoops. I'm making acid. Yes. Just one acid. I don't know why I got it from the farm instead of Ruru, but you know what? That's fine. Pop that in there. And then redstone, I think we need. Very nice to have that just around. Can you eat a coaster? Can you eat a sausage? I can eat a sausage. What can you eat? You want some sticks? No. The blaze burner. I could just give it lava, but where's the fun in that? Alright, have a good meal then, I guess. It doesn't want twigs, is the problem. Nobody wants twigs. Ta-da! Potions of acidity. Max, you should come here and try out a potion of acidity. As a Tasty Planet mascot would say, yummy and also yum yum. I don't think I... Oh, Tasty Planet! I didn't quite think of what that was, now I remember. Good old Tasty Planet. Yeah! I played that game a lot. Okay, so now it's saying it's making them a thousand rails an hour. Now, I don't believe that number, but... I was also looking for a mod that would just make the subtitles smaller. Because especially around that area, specifically in the factory, it just... It's a little much. You can see the lava through Max's name tag. Okay. So, do you happen to have a strength 2 ring on you? Okay. Do you happen to have any potion ring on you? Okay. What have you got? Okay, that's not gonna work. It needs to be one with levels. Try that one. So, put that on, and then drink your potion. I mean, you're not keeping this. I'm saying try this for a second. Put it on. Drink your potion. See what happens. I now have sales 3. You have whatever ring you used. 1 level up. And you will have that until the acidic runs out. So... It went to 4, but now it's 2. It's a little bit screwy. Especially with the potion rings. Ah! Where'd that go? So now I can boat very fast. Attacked by the stationary lotus. I'll take it back. I feel like the first time I tried this, it worked with the ongoing effect, but now it doesn't seem like it's doing it. Yeah, it's just normal sales. That's lame. Alright, well. Not quite the breakthrough I hoped it would be, but it's still pretty sick. Do blaze burners not count as a source of heat? What the hell? No! My frying pan! Fuck! How am I gonna get that back? I have nourishment too. Max, look at my frying pan. Hold on. Okay, that kind of worked. This isn't ideal, but that kind of worked. No, no, I got this. I need to fix this first. Ah. Is it breaking that stone? At least? No, it's too low. God damn it. Ah, shit. Okay, we have a lava problem elsewhere. It seems like it may have solved itself, though. We're missing a source of lava now, but that's not really that big of a deal. Okay, question 2. How do I get out of here? Straight down's always an option. There we are. Oh, hey, we can look at the thing down here as well. So yeah, we got a little mechanical arm, feeds the blaze burner, refills the bucket. Now I need a bucket of lava. And now, you're all good. Dan says, bubbles swirl, wings flap, gears grind, fire crackles, block broken, steam noises, Robin's footstep. Attacked by the stationary lotus. I read that already. Put on my normal boots. Wasn't that the name of something of note? Oh, let's see if the hot dog popped off yet. Nope. Alright, we do have an infinite ocean of hot dog water now. I'm pretty sure it was normal boots. And that JonTron was involved. Anyway. Wine. Oh good, it just makes you nauseous. Alright, give me a piece of hot chocolate. This is terrible. The nausea effect is like the worst one in this game. I don't know why they have this. Got hashtag tipsy. Hot dog thriving confirmed. Yep. Okay, what are we doing tonight? We made some wine. We broke, then fixed a farm. And in that time, we have made maybe 40 tracks. I actually don't know if the accessibility option for nausea is in this one. FOV effects. See, the problem is that... Oh, I like the nether distortion one. I just don't like... I don't like the nausea effect. I think it's stupid, but I like how the nether one looks. But I'm just nostalgic for this. Ah! Being attacked. But yeah, now if you want to know what's going on with the factory, you gotta ask Ruru. That number hasn't changed in a bit. I'm worried. Are you not running? Looks like it's running. Oh, we have to go down and check? Come on. $60,000 tracks an hour. Definitely not. I could, but this one certainly doesn't. That's not ideal. Those are quenched still, and those are shards still. Alright. I don't know if this is working or not. It seems like it should be. Any idea how fast a full-speed train goes? Could I make enough Could I... yeah. Could I make enough tracks? I mean, technically you can put an upper limit on how fast a train can go. I just don't think cobblestone generators work in motion. Not what you were thinking about? You weren't thinking about making enough tracks to sustain a train running at full speed? That's immediately what I was thinking about. Have I shown you guys that I can climb the side of the Onceler ass contraption? Because you can just, like, walk up it. Yes, definitely I have, because I was doing that a bunch while working on this thing. To get on top of the vault that I don't have anymore. But yeah, this thing, if you are wondering, because there are two people who didn't see me build this before, if you're wondering, this machine is mostly to get rid of flint. It doesn't even do that good a job of it. But it does make andesite. That's how Onceler is pronounced? How have you been pronouncing it, Dan? Very, very curious. I honestly think it might have made more andesite than it's made train tracks so far. Ounceler? Do they never say the Onceler in the movie? They might not. No, they definitely do. Dan, have you not seen the critically acclaimed The Lorax movie with Danny DeVito? It's got Danny DeVito in it. Onceler? That sounds like a title. Like a counselor. Max, you don't want to watch The Lorax with me this week? I'm crushed. But yeah, in the time that this machine has been running, it's used about 20,000 flint blocks. And in that same time, all of our machines around here that make flint blocks as a byproduct have made 1,700 flint blocks. So we are getting rid of them. It's just taking a long time. Once is not a real word for me anymore. But yeah, this thing takes cobblestone and flint, turns them into gravel. That gravel gets washed. Except not all of it. Some of it gets separated out here. To go into this basin. To get turned into andesite. That andesite is mostly sent back into our systems to keep. But part of it is cut in half to be sleepers for the train. And then the gravel is washed into iron nuggets, which get put onto the train. Lint machine behavior. Ah. This machine is frustratingly hard to climb. I can do this. I guess that works. But yeah, there's a basin here that makes andesite out of gravel, flint, and lava. And that's the other thing. If we just wanted to make an andesite machine, we would have a much better way to do it. Trying to think about whether we've watched any movies that do have Danny DeVito involved. Didn't we watch Big Fish? Or was that with somebody else? That may have been with somebody else. Yeah, okay. Well, Big Fish has Danny yeah. It's got Danny DeVito. I don't remember anything else about that story. About that movie. There's something very striking. Big Fish had Danny DeVito, yeah. I'm almost certain that's the name of the movie. Hold on. Yeah, Big Fish had Danny DeVito. He was the guy who turned into the dog, or the dog that turned into a guy. Spoilers, I know. You remember the giant? Your first ever encounter with Danny was in the Lorax, but he was voiced over by some other Russian guy. Well... Max, I don't believe that we've never watched a movie containing Danny DeVito together. I'm sure we must have one. Is he an SCP? Honestly, Dan, I don't remember there being a giant in Big Fish. It seems like something that could be in that movie, so I believe you, but I really don't remember anything about that movie. Why do you need to climb a machine? Because I love to climb things in this game. Every time I make a new machine, I just spend a good long time climbing it. This one's great. This one's doing shit all right now. Because we have a lot of extra stacks of periwinkle terracotta tiles sitting in there. And I have a lot in my inventory. But one could always stand to have more. Also, that machine makes flint. As a byproduct. Let's have ourselves 1,000. I tried to set this up so it rang a bell when the packages get here, but it's really quiet with the sound physics mod, so it doesn't quite work. Okay, did that turn it on? It did. Oh no! The wrong kind of cooked eggs. Egg. That won't help me. Did it make the naturalist cooked egg, or the hybrid birds cooked egg? Why do we have so many different kinds of cooked eggs? I need to make another egg tag. I need to make another tag that contains the eggs. Yeah, Max accidentally made over hard eggs. They want it over easy. But yeah, now we're down some tiles. Now the machine is on. And now you can see it working. This is a cobblestone generator in there. The way it works is... there's a bunch of pumps that are pumping lava up from our pit. And they make cobblestone when they hit the water. And then the second they do, this piece of periwinkle terracotta tiles breaks all of the cobblestone and turns it into items. And then, this backpack, which has a magnet on it, picks up all the cobblestone and portions it out. Max's favorite eggs are overhard. But they're trying to make breakfast samplers. Why is breakfast sampler your new favorite, Max? There even is a cooked eggs tag. Why is this not... Oh, mod developers, put your items in tags. Please, for the love of God. It's so easy. I'm gonna do that now. Okay. You want extra ham if I happen to get a ton of it? I'll take it. I can make a shit ton of fondue even though I don't live off that anymore. Out here smelting eggs. Yep. Sorry, I'm doing really boring things for stream now. Okay, what tag do you live in? You live in foods, cooked meats, and cooked eggs. Are there other mine games? Do I play any other mine games or just Minesweeper and Minecraft? Is Mine Factory a separate game or is that just a mod? Deep Rock Galactic? I do play that. I haven't played it in a while. All the games I play is mine. Why are netherite leggings showing up when I type egg? I see. Leg. Okay. So we want... Oh yeah, hey Ace. We want a naturalist cooked egg. Cooked egg. And then we want hybrid birds cooked egg. Alright, any other eggs I need to be concerned about? You can put an egg in a potion? Oh. Okay. Oh, my wine! Denver omelet? Max and Ace played Clue the other night and it was a very good time. Hell yeah. Egg wine? I don't think I can make egg wine. That doesn't sound very appetizing, but I did make rice wine. My wine. What can we use rice wine for? It said that like there was something I could do with that. Apparently not. Wine egg? Does Canada call it Clue or Cluedo? We call it Clue. Oh. I forgot you could put those down. What phrase? Sorry, I'm trying to do too many things at once. Oh. Okay. Minelataire and Minejong. Okay, but, like, you could probably make a pretty sick game combining those. Ace, have you ever seen the movie Big Fish starring Danny DeVito? Crib, but it's mine. Okay, Max, I'm gonna lag the server out. Let's see if I did that right. We're not back yet. Oh. Are we gonna make it? Please warn in real time. I have a voice group going. We did make it. Join the voice group, Max. And now, you can make this breakfast sampler with any egg, Max. Enjoy. I hate the cooked egg from Hybrid Birds. Why is it that color? They bleached the egg! Gross. My hero? That sounds dismissive. Can I... Where's my peacock? Can I cook this now? I can. I'm not going to, but I can. I'm amassing a peacock army. But yeah, if this thing gets too full, which it will, this will turn it off automatically before it just starts spraying cobblestone everywhere. Yeah, if we wait over here, we'll get to see it making things. I'm the Aromantic colors now, so I'm still mostly green. I wish the Arrow Ace colors, like, looked good in this mod. I don't know, I just don't like how it works. How the magic colors act. Is it gonna make any clay? There is an Arrow Ace one. I just don't like how it looks. Once again yapping about how much you love the bird noises in this mod pack, even if it fucks with your head a little, hearing robins at 10 PM. Ace, the bird noises in this mod pack are honestly driving me insane. Like, actually, I'm going nuts. Souffle hot dog? The soufflog? Okay, what makes a souffle, Dan? How can I make this happen? We have the hot dog water. What makes something a souffle? Nobody let Dan into a kitchen. Baked eggs. Is that what makes a souffle? I don't think I've ever had a souffle. Hold on. What is a souffle? The evil master plan of the birds is to drive me insane. Am I consulting someone? I'm consulting the internet. There's a cat outside my door. Give me just a second. Okay, I asked Simon and he doesn't know either. He didn't actually want anything from me, he's just looking for my sister who's not home. Let the Dan in. The Dan is in. Souffle is a baked egg dish originating in France in the early 18th century. It can be served as a savory main dish or sweetened as a dessert. Have you guys ever had... This is gross. Have you guys ever had, meringue that wasn't made right? I say this is gross, because if you have... Okay. So, I went... Yeah, Stump knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, no, you're fine. It's okay to eat, it's just really awful tasting. So the school I went to had a culinary program, right? And they let you have some of, like, what the culinary students made. And so one time I went and I got a box of their meringues. And the thing is that they're students, right? So they're not all gonna be perfect. And if you have meringues that aren't made right, they taste like scrambled eggs. Just sweet scrambled eggs. So I just thought I'd share that. It was really awful. And it was just like the lightest hint of scrambled egg in the ones I got. Like, I almost didn't notice. Sugar on your scrambled eggs? Okay, what is happening? Stop that. My spacebar is being active. Oh man, I'm so excited. I ordered new parts for my keyboard. I'm gonna get some new key switches soon. Its time is not coming. All of these parts are staying. I mean, I guess not the switch. God, keyboard switches are so funny to me, having like understanding what they are. Oh, sanding? These are not the ones I'm sanding. These are the nice ones I'm borrowing. You have a solid baked custard technique. That is awesome, Dan. Great to hear. What kind of switches? I'm getting some Gatoron melodic ones. I'm a real keyboard head now. I'm not. These were the only ones on the website that fit my needs. I need tactile or clicky, and I need them to have an LED window. And these ones are supposed to sound really, really good. And have an LED window, so I can see my funny animated light show on my keyboard. And one day, when I have stupid amounts of money, because it would take me having stupid amounts of money for me to want to spend this, I will get ceramic keycaps, and they glow so beautifully with the LEDs. Max, the thing about keeping the LEDs is if I got switches that didn't have an LED window, the LEDs wouldn't be perfectly covered. It would just look like my keyboard had shitty LEDs. And it would be inconsistent. And like, at that point, why do that? When I could just buy keys that have... or switches that have an LED window. Oh yeah, so I can explain how this thing works. Ace, tell me about your new keyboard. I will explain how this thing works and then I'll read it. This turns cobblestone into gravel, into sand, up here. That sand gets split two ways. Part of it gets haunted into soul sand, and part of it just gets washed like normal sand. Now, soul sand can be washed into quartz and gold, and sand can be washed into... what can it be washed into? I think just clay. Yeah. Yes, haunted soul sand. I'm putting souls into the soul sand. And then I'm turning that into clay, gold, and flint. And quartz. And so the quartz gets turned into quartz blocks, the clay gets turned into clay blocks, which gets turned into terracotta, which gets slowly cooked over this area, and then once it passes here, it activates a dispenser with bone meal in it. To take one flower from here, turn it into 2 periwinkle dye, to make periwinkle terracotta, which then gets combined with the quartz to make periwinkle terracotta tiles. I bought keycaps that are solid plastic so you can't see the keys in the dark, despite the keyboard having LED backlights. Ah. That's too bad. Uh-oh. Oh. I didn't see your message. See ya in chat, Max. Okay, we can watch it make terracotta now. Yes? No? Did we miss it? We missed it. Damn. What a novel idea, explaining why I'm logging out on purpose? Nonsense. But yeah, there is also an item vault down here, but it's tiny. Okay, one more clay block. And we'll get to see. Yeah, there it goes. Turns into terracotta. The thing that sucks is that the most beautiful part of these machines, these automatic crafters, are just like completely blocked because I wanted it to be compact. Hey Jasper, welcome in. What are all the terracotta tiles for? To have them. To build with them. These are in my... I don't really have a name for this backpack. This is kind of like the working bag. It's got an auto refill thing, so if I build a bunch with it, and then I drop these, and then I'm like, oh, I need to build more, then I can grab it. I can middle click and drop them out of my bag. And, as items, I can break them instantly, and they get picked up by my bag magnet, and I don't need to worry about them. You got a cheap controller to play PC games recently. Hell yeah, Stump. Oh, I can drink my wine now. I'm satisfied and tipsy. I haven't seen these icons. That's cute. Oh, these bubbles are not a good color. Your mind likes to write a script and film a review for it. And be so deadpan but sad. For your new PC controller? Is it that bad? There. Second barrel. That's fine. Man, no, it's not. There. Should build a door and see where it goes. It's definitely cheap. Dan, perhaps like this door? I built that door. That's not the right way to get back to my game. There it is. That's a good door. Were we at 11 tracks an hour there, just for a second? It's definitely cheap. Well, that's too bad. Huge tracks per hour. We're just killing it with all the tracks per hour we're making. The only reason I have these Nixie tubes, by the way, is because server mates Fitz found a crash with them. Where just sometimes when you put them down, the game would crash. Not even sometimes, just immediately. The game would crash if you tried to place a Nixie tube. So I had to fix that. And then because I was fixing it, I was like, oh, I need to test this on the server, and now I have a bunch of these. And I can tell you about why it crashed, too. Basically, Nixie tubes can be dyed. But in order to make them compatible with the LNL's dye mod, there's something called a mix-in, which is basically affecting the code that... Typically, it's used to affect the code that Minecraft is running. But you can also use it on other mods' code. The problem is that if they change their code at all, then the game crashes. And since Create got a rather major update, and LNL's is kind of not being updated anymore. Yeah, that happened. So I had to fix it myself. Oh my god, okay. Not related to that, but kind of related to that. Oh my goodness. I'm so mad about the state of Minecraft modding right now. And as always, it's Mojang's fault. But yeah, now if I try to use an LNL's dye on this Nixie tube, it does nothing. I will tell you about it after my break. Which is in 20 seconds. So we're gonna stand here and watch periwinkle terracotta tiles be made. But yeah, the flint machine is doubling. Or the flint production's doubled now. Thanks for the countdown, Dan. That's a psychologist couch. I'm gonna stand in the noisiest area of the factory. We're even gonna stand on this side, because maybe we'll hear amethyst breaking as well. There we go. Perfect. Alright, I will see you guys in 4 minutes in just a second. BRB. Alrighty. Chat, you guys match my keyboard today. As Stump said, Joker colors. Okay. So the state of Minecraft modding right now. Okay, you know what? Well, while I talk about this, we're gonna do something else. Is this haste? Nope. Do I not have a haste ring? Are there haste rings? Ring. Jump boost, invisibility, slowness. I was just going to take it out for, mining. But if I don't have one, I don't know that I'm gonna bother. Damn. Okay. Because while I'm talking about this, I'm gonna go mining. Don't worry, it'll be cool mining. Forgot I had that. Just gotta get ready for mining. Just the regular mining trip essentials. So about Minecraft modding, yeah. The other thing I need to do actually is visit Corey's house really quickly. Unbelievable. I need more diamonds, Max. I'm making more backpack upgrades. I need this one. Okay. We're good. I know it now. So about Minecraft modding, yeah. Not Omega upgrades. Maybe. I mean, just any backpack upgrade. Past, like, if you want the 4th level, you have to have a lot of diamonds. That's just how it is. I'm sick. Come on, Max. I have done this way less than I've done netherite mining. For the record. I don't remember where my diamond mining tunnels are, though. These are the wither tunnels. I think I had a diamond mining thing going here. Nope. See, I have not done so many of those. I've been positively restrained with my diamond mining. Now, what level is best? Negative 59. Where are we at? Negative 50. There we go. How much backpack upgrades one singular Minecraft world can sustain? Oh, that is a good question, Stump. Like, you mean in sheer terms of, like, items in the world? Technically, whoops, that is not what I meant to do. Technically, diamonds on this Minecraft mod pack are renewable. Why is your HUD white? Because I used a magic spell to make my site terrible, but it's like Fulbright. Okay, perfect. Ugh. It's fine. I don't know why I just, like, dug down. Yeah, but I know what you mean. Like, the Omega tier upgrades. Oh. Damn. Okay. We're gonna mine on this level then. So that we're on top of any bedrock. We'll do it like this, and then I have a sailing ring. Okay, no more flashbanging. Now we're all good. Actually, more flashbanging. I want to have a diamond count going. Okay. But yeah, Stump, I get what you're saying. how many items, like how many pieces of ancient debris exist in a Minecraft world, and how many Omega level backpack upgrades could you make with that? Is that what you're getting at? Because I like that idea. Is this how you turn it off? Nope. Is it this? Yeah, now we're in the dark and I can open my inventory without flashbanging you guys. I'm gonna make some space. I'm gonna do that. There. Bare essentials. Back to the flashbang dimension. I just don't like mining in the dark. It's this, or we could screw around with night vision, but I can only have one potion ring on at a time. Okay, so, Minecraft modding scene right now, and why I'm disappointed in it. It is mostly just the fact that because of how the game is, because... hold on. I gotta set up another thing. By set up, I mean turn off repair items, because it gets rid of instant mining. Or I just can't instant mine tough right now. A video essay by Zircon has started. This will not be a video essay. I do not have a well thought out argument here. Sorry. That doesn't help. Alt-tabbing. Sorry, it's... Amazingly, my other monitor was too bright. I had to get rid of it. Yeah. So, Minecraft modding in the modern day has become a really, really annoying thing for everyone. Because if you're trying to make a mod pack, if you're trying to have fun playing Minecraft on a mod pack like we're trying to do right now, you are limited to only mods made for the version that you're playing on. And then there's also like the loader split, which there's so many people when you get into the weeds of this that are being like, oh, we gotta go back to how it was when we only had Forge. It's like, no, Forge was terrible. We don't need to go back to Forge. Forge was awful. I hated Forge. It did the job, but it was the only one available. Fabric is great. Neo Forge is also great. But you're always gonna have a split because that's how it is. We've got competing standards. If you try and make a new competing standard to surpass all the others, we'll have 3 competing standards. That's just how it is. But because of that... dang it, I don't have my shovel. By hand, then. Because of that, there is a whole part of... That is the XKCD comic that I was referencing. But yeah, a whole part of mod development right now that sucks is the competing mod loaders. The main thing that sucks, though, because here's the thing, Fabric has, for the most part, become fully multi-loader compatible. Like, it's so easy to port Fabric mods to Forge. I shouldn't say that. It's not so easy, but it's not as difficult as going the other way. And there are a lot of libraries that are happy to do it for you. Architecture does it automatically. You don't even need to think about it. If you build a mod with Architecture, you will be able to multi-load it easily. XCKD? I don't think those letters in that order, actually, Dan. Where was I? Yeah, the main problem with Minecraft modding right now is the versions. It is so so irritating. I hate the drop system. I am like, I try to keep a level head about it. I really do. I try and be like, oh, it's not that bad. We're getting old. Things that were impressive to us as kids aren't that impressive anymore. But I hate the drop system so much. Like, I acknowledge I'm a full-grown adult, and I'm getting mad about a video game. But I hate it so much. And I hate it so much because it's bad for everyone. It's terrible for the people playing the game, because you don't actually ever get to learn what anything does. It's terrible for the modders, because everybody's like, oh, are you gonna port your mod to the newest version? No! Not when they're putting out a new version that you need to fully reformat your mod for every, like, couple of months. That's ridiculous. These people are doing this as a hobby. And it's bad for the developers. They don't get to spend time adding big things into the game. All they get to do is add tiny little features, because Bedrock has like a 4 or 5-ish week lead time before they can do anything, because Bedrock versions of the game have to be approved on every single storefront they exist on. Like, I'm all for Bedrock hate in general, but Bedrock has so many things going for it. It's just set up to fail, basically, compared to Java. And it sucks, because that's supposed to be the definitive version of the game, and nobody likes it, and that's not good. The developers don't even like it. Ugh. But yeah, that's the problem right now, is that there's no definitive modding version as of right now. And it is a problem that will only get worse and worse. Which sucks, because one of the greatest things about Minecraft is the modding scene. And it's really crazy that, like, you look at other games that are heavily modded, you look at things like pretty much anything on Steam has some kind, like anything on Steam Workshop, I should say, has some kind of modding API that makes things a million times easier. But the problem with Minecraft mods is every time the game gets updated, there's no modding API, there's nothing in place. Anything having to do with getting that mod to work on the next version up has to be done by the developer of the mod. And it sucks. That's ridiculous. When there are games out there that just don't have that problem. Ugh, and I'm old enough, well, that's not even that old. I remember the days. I was playing when Mojang promised they would make a modding API, but those were the days before I don't have any, I'm sorry, I don't have any space in my inventory. I just keep forgetting that I have Fulbright, evil Fulbright on. There we go. I remember when Mojang promised that they would add a modding API. And I remember we all believed them like chumps. And the Yogscast even made a whole song about it. You were wondering what I had done to myself? I don't like mining in the dark. And I don't feel like editing my gamma. Ace and Stump both had the same thought there. Those messages came too quickly, I think, for them to be... Yeah, those were the same thought. That's great. What do I think will happen first? Mod API or fletching table functionality? The problem is that it's going to be fletching table functionality. And that's never gonna happen. Here's the thing. The API was promised by Mojang before they were purchased by Microsoft. It will never happen. It's just not going to. The fletching table functionality, well, you could still believe that it might. You'd be wrong, but you could still believe it. If that's what it takes to start beef with Cub Fan, I'll do it. I'll chase clout in that way. Redstone. Shaking my head. Do you ever think, okay, this is like a personal pet peeve. But boy, there are so many ways that I could be making money if I didn't care about other people. Been watching a lot of like investigative journalism YouTube, which isn't great, but I have been watching it. And there's so many of those things where it's like, man, it's so easy to scam people. I could make so much money if I was willing to scam people. Then again, I'm streaming on Twitch in a way that I have basically designed to make me no money. So maybe there's more than just my regard for my fellow human being. Maybe I am just lazy and don't want to deal with making money in unconventional ways. Can we get an example that you've thought through that would work? Okay, but here's the thing, Max. If I didn't care about using AI-generated bullshit, do you know how many YouTube videos I could pump out? Do you know the slop factory I could create? I've worked with YouTube's API. It's terrible, but I can work in it. I would be content farming like you wouldn't believe. I would be actively making the world and internet a worse place to exist, and I would be making so much money. This is making you sad? You opened this box. Actually, I opened this box, but you opened it more. I could make money if I didn't have morals. Never once has any human said or believed or acted upon this. Is that a music box mob? Whoa. Where are you? There you are. I'm in the blocks. Who's the Pandora here? Everyone's the Pandora. We're all suffering over this. Ugh, AI. Generative AI. And the problem is, like, this is a little sad to me. I really was fascinated with learning algorithms like that before they became the stupid fucking nightmare they are now. I'm still kind of fascinated with them. I think they're really neat. I think the technology is super cool. I hate what's being done with it. This is how I feel about 3D printers as well. When I was young, I was super fascinated with this technology as it was like coming up, as it was becoming a thing. It's crazy to me that people have 3D printers now that are a decade old. That's so cool. I hate what's being done with them. Right, machine learning is so cool. And even generative machine learning. Like, here's the thing, that lots of people, like, put the caveat and be like, oh, except the generative stuff, I hate that. I don't hate it. I think it's really neat when you use it well. Oh. What's up with 3D printers? Mostly just 3D printer companies are really, really shitty. We're getting flashbanged again, although I'm sure you already noticed. There we go. Yeah, 3D printer companies are shitty. Their advertising is upsetting and incessant, and I don't like it. Oh. We're in a cave. Interesting. There's my screaming hot llama. There we go. It all comes down to companies. I sip my cigarette thoughtfully. That goes back. I'll keep those off for now. Okay. What's the cigarette but wood tube? That's a pipe. That's what those are called. I think that's what you mean. God damn it. Yeah, I get what you mean, Max. One doesn't typically sip a cigarette. But that is an interesting way to word it. I'm gonna have to find that later. I'll just leave that in my inventory. There we are. I do love language quirks like that. Those are so neat. Yeah, good bit. Sipping on a cigarette. I mean, the problem with saying that is that my first thought is drinking bong water when you say that, and that's gross. Don't do that. Cringed IRL. Tobacco bong water. That sounds like a wizard named Dan. There is definitely a D&D game out there with a wizard named Tobacco Bong Water. No kitchen for Dan, ever. Smoked hot dog. Tobacco bong water is the spit generated by chew. I mean, you can smoke tobacco in a bong. Could you boil a hot dog in a bong? What a question. I don't think anybody asked that question, but that is what I got out of chat. I've got sources. I'll get back to you guys next stream with an answer, if I remember. You have some smoke seasoning that tastes like hot dog, hashtag instant hot dog water. There needs to be a caboose on this train of thought. Oh, I have someone I could pose this question to. Alright, will someone start a new train of thought? I've already talked out my Minecraft complaints. I love this game. But I love to complain about it, too. It's how I show my love. Bisquick pizza? No. Enlighten me. That sounds awful. Why are we talking about food crimes on my stream? What do you do with all of those rails you make by the 1,000 per hour? We just need a lot of rails for something coming up, Dan. I mean, eventually we are going to have a train system that runs the gamut of the server, and our bases are all far away. Ah, we don't get to hear about the Bisquick pizza story. Alas. Another time. Ah, Twitch, stop destroying people's emoticons. Automatic emojis are so terrible. I hate them. Don't give me a pop-up for swearing. Avocado and mayo cake? Max, you've gotta explain. How did you do that? Why did you do that? And why is Twitch telling Ace not to swear in my chat? Were you replacing the fats in a cake with avocado and mayo? And why did you do that? Hey, it was there. As far as I'm aware, Bisquick is kind of like Nesquik, isn't it? Or am I thinking of something else? No, Bisquick is pancakes. Okay. That makes a little more sense. I don't like it still, but I can understand why it would happen. I don't think it'd be very good, although, what do I know? Ooh. Just hitting the diamonds head on. I'm gonna pick these up by hand, because I can use, Silk Touch on them. Yeah, I can use Fortune on them. Stump is having lunch right now. Okay, Stump, actually, your question has piqued my interest. I've tried making a custard before where you had to substitute 75% of the ingredients because you didn't have most of what you needed. Oh, Dan. How'd that go? Okay, hold on. World size. It was like, your worst food crime you've experienced personally is just Midwestern mother putting cheese on Indian curry. That's an interesting one. Filling custard. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I'm not doing anything now. I'm just standing. My game looks terrible. I'm standing somewhere. Peeled croissant? Okay, we're gonna go with the Minecraft arbitrary value. That the game goes from plus minus 30 million. So, I don't actually know if this helps me. I'm trying to find out how much ancient debris exists in a Minecraft world. Okay, so there's an average. There's an average, okay, of 1.65 ancient debris per chunk on average. Have any of you tried scorpion cheddar? No, Dan, what is that? Search with Reddit. No, just let me look it up. Currently the hottest cheese they've got to offer. Well, that sounds painful, Dan. How was it? Was it perhaps painful? Oh no. Wow, you can really read that text. Okay, so 1.65 ancient debris per chunk. There are 60 million blocks. The world is 60 million blocks across. Or... 3,000,000... 750,000 chunks across. Mayo and peanut butter sandwich. Greasy sandwich. Stump, if you buttered that sandwich, you could hit all the major groups of food grease. I don't know why I said that. Oil on one bread, butter on the other. Sounds bad, but I wouldn't not try it. Fair. Okay. So, that's how many chunks are in the world. And I can't even parse that number of zeros. I don't want to buy scorpion cheddar, I'm sorry. No bread, let's cut the grains. What are the fattiest grains? What is the greasiest bread you can make? A bowl of mayo and peanut butter. No bowl. Motor oil sourdough. Disgusting. Okay, hold on. Finger food. I don't agree with you on that one. Okay. Hold on. Stump said no bowl. Okay, this is how much ancient debris there is in a Minecraft world. A lettuce wrap with peanut butter and mayo. How would you wrap it? Yes, there's this much. In a whole Minecraft world, there is a number that I can fit on the screen. That's... Okay, million, billion, there's 23 trillion, 203 billion, 150... 125 million ancient debris in a single Minecraft world. Now how much ancient debris goes into a single Omega backpack upgrade? Well, that is... There's 4 ancient debris to an ingot. There's 9 ingots to a block, and there's 8 blocks to an upgrade. So, that's not right. Is it? 4 ingots to a block. Or no. 9 ingots to a block. 8 ingots to an upgrade. Why can't I do this now? I feel like I knew this math. I had already done this math somewhere. Takes 4 ancient debris to make an ingot. Times 9. This doesn't seem like enough. I feel like my quest to make this... Okay, hold on. Let me turn off the eye searing. Oh, that's why. It's because this takes 9 of those, of course. Yeah, there it is. So that is 2,592 ancient debris per backpack upgrade. So now, I've lost my number. I didn't write it down. Silly me. 23 trillion, 203 billion, 125 million ancient debris in a world divided by 2,592. You could make 8,851,822,916 Omega level upgrades out of every block in a Minecraft world if you used every single piece of ancient debris to make netherite, or to make Omega level upgrades. You don't like how long I'm talking about this for. I only need the one, Max. My netherite... Well, no, probably not. But, I mean, I don't need to do any more netherite mining. You have no idea what's going on. Okay, Dan, I'll walk you through it. This bag, here, has an Omega tier stack upgrade. That means it can hold a fuck-off large amount of experience. And I love it. To make this, you need 9 tier 4 stack upgrades. To make these, you need 8 blocks of netherite. And also 8 blocks of diamond, gold, and iron, but those are easy. So just to make one of these, you needed a lot of netherite. And the thing I'm doing right now, this whole setup was originally made for netherite mining. But I'm also using it for diamond mining, because sometimes your man just needs some diamonds. This is like the ME system on steroids. You don't know what a netherite is. Okay. So netherite is made out of ancient scrap, which you get from ancient debris. You can craft it into armor. It's like the end game material in vanilla Minecraft. It's the strongest element. It's the best thing you can have. You can use it to make things. You can make netherite bricks. You can make a storage upgrade. That's netherite. It's such a bland color, though. No way, it's so strong. Yeah, you're right. We're lying to you. The best thing is actually copper. What are the netherite nuggets for? What are the netherite nuggets for? You can make them into coins. Or ingots. For dipping ranchin, of course. Okay, I need my shovel. If we're gonna be mining in the dark anyway, I might as well have my shovel. We've gone a fair ways in one direction. You could probably stand turning around now. Butter and smooth. Yeah, my silk touch pickaxe. I love to give all my tools ridiculous names. And my spells, for that matter. Lazy Man's Bed, because this is supposed to be a netherite mining thing, and people use beds to mine netherite all the time. So I've got tasks from God, about time I got out of that cookie, watching stream VODs on the TV, Dragon Damager. That one's a less funny joke. It's more just the truth. The long glow stick, screaming hot llama, fancy cement bricks, wolf pants again. The backpack doesn't have a name because it got rid of it. Big thimble. I wish I had a place to myself. I would love to watch Zircon's streams on the big screen. Yeah, screaming hot llama because it gets rid of liquid. And usually I use it for lava. And then I also have its upgraded version, much quieter llama. I think my other weapons also have names. We've got what's raiding raiders. We've got I couldn't find a place to store this axe. I know this was a joke somehow, but I don't remember how, like, what made that the joke. We've got the most expensive, least expensive boots Mark III. I've had to make 3 of these. We have Diamond Hoe. That one's not a name. We have Fruit Tool. This feels like a scam. No ice cream. The Sand That Moons Like Dough. The Good Scissors. Mankey. It's just pointing out things that don't have a name. Oh, my ruby slippers, of course. Those bring me home. If I said, here's a llama, there's a llama, would you know what I'm talking about? I would, Dan. I was a drama kid. The Sand That Moons Like Dough? Yeah! Mundo! I don't remember why that's my super glue, but it is. Probably I was just thinking about Mundo at the time. Okay, chat, what do you guys prefer? Do you prefer mining in complete darkness, or do you prefer, just getting flashbanged every so often? You prefer darkness, okay. Fair enough. Eyes. Can you imagine what that would look like on the TV, Ace? Mining with sexy mood lighting. That's not it. There's no liquid to destroy here. Holding an Ebenezer candle in one hand and a shovel in the other. I'm pretty sure there is a candle holder. There are candle holders. I don't know that we can hold them like that, though, unfortunately. Yeah, I would have a sleeping gown on, of course. A nightgown, even. I used to wear nightgowns when I was a kid. What do you guys... what's... Do you guys wear pajamas? There's the question. Distilled down. How many people here wear pajamas? I don't wear pajamas. I have pajamas. I wear them when I visit. or when I go places and sleep, but I don't wear them at home. You got one? You're too oily. See, I'm also pretty oily. I kind of just... I have a loft bed. Nobody sees what my sheets look like. That sounds gross. It's not that bad. I also just have, like, really bad back knee. Possibly because I'm so oily. And yeah, my sheets have little spots on them because acne. I don't like this topic anymore. This got gross fast. Yeah, that's me too, Dan. I usually just wear underwear. I got my nice... You've seen my bed. Max, you have not seen my bed. I mean, you've probably seen my bed, but I doubt you've, like, been up there. Got that red onesie with the square hole for the butt with 2 buttons. Perfect. Well, Max, loft beds are terrible for changing sheets. Stump, that's a way better term for it. A nest bed. I love that. I do have a nest. Okay, well, Max, have you considered that I just hate changing sheets and the loft bed makes it worse? You're throwing up the objection screen. Max, I think you need to have a consideration of priorities here. As John Green once said, what is the actual quote? Something about, if that's one of your top 3 priorities in life, then it's very easy to do it. But if you're trying to do it on top of having different things for your top 3 priorities in life, I don't just mean having clean bed sheets. I mean, generally you are a much cleanlier person than I. As John Green once said, what is the actual quote? Thank you, Dan. Sleeping in jeans. Ace, I can't even wear jeans. I don't know how someone would sleep in them. He's probably said that. It's not good? Yeah. Max, you just are. It's not an impression thing. It's a just... You are? I don't know. It's scratchy. I don't like sturdy clothing. I don't like pants that feel like they don't need me. That's a really odd way to put it, but you know what I mean, right? They make soft denim? Yeah, but I've tried so-called soft denim, and it's not any better. They still feel like they don't need me. They'll walk away. Ah, monsters. Why does only Steve have a nose? I've really noticed that after, like, because we've got the extra variations mod. And they do, like, variations for the other zombies, for the other default skins, which I really like. But why does only Steve have a nose? Can you not? I'm mining here. He had some work done. Very important question. Max, did you sleep in the Family Guy death pose? I wonder if shaders would make this better or worse. Probably worse, but let's give it a try. Oh. They, like, glow. Do shaders where everything is some shade that mustard comes in. If I could program shaders, Dan, I would. Reverse vampire. There's a weird pose you made with your arms curled up under me and you're like straight out. I can't even imagine that. I should get another emissive shader, or emissive ores shader pack. I really like emissive ores, even. Do I have that as an option? Hold on. Lighting, no. Materials? Glowing ores. On. The inverse water slide. Okay. I like glowing ores. Look how they shine on my pickaxe. Max is an Arab Mav. Vampire backwards. Very good. You guys done the Wordle today? If you're somewhere where it's not April the 8th, don't tell me. I can't do the Wordle till midnight here. I realize that's most places right now. Ugh. Keeping my phone brightness on low, you are mining nothing. This is why I had the flashbang setting on. I don't like mining nothing. Dan, my brightness settings on my monitor are low. I'm mining nothing, to me. The pickaxe is swinging and nothing is happening. Every so often I get more diamonds. Spoiler, it's got 5 letters tomorrow. No! I got my family really into Wordle for a little bit, and it seems like they're over it now, which is too bad, because I liked having people in person to compare with. Five-letter word, bread. Ah! Spoilers. I am gonna guess that tomorrow now. It's just gonna be what it actually is. Have I talked on stream about my beef with the Wordle editor? This is, like, nonsense, but I It's become a running joke in my household. Mostly, I don't like when people put their names on projects while having done nothing. I hate project managers. I hate people who like pay somebody to make something for them than say, I made this. And that's a real other issue with Minecraft modding. Anyway, I'll get to that in a minute. I'm gonna take a 4-minute break. BRB. Alrighty. You can see I left myself a note in chat so I'd remember. It's weird getting calls from numbers I can tell is from the other side of the country. It's like nighttime for you, buddy. Go to bed. That's crazy, Stump. That's neat. Yes. My beef with the Wordle editor, which is, again, mostly just, I don't... We're getting crackling, are we? Is it the game? Is it me? Can anybody but Max confirm the crackling? Is it crackling if I don't do anything? Oh, this used to be a problem. What have we got going? Bonk. Okay, how about now? It is an OBS thing. It used to be a problem with OBS. And they said they fixed it. And I still remember the old fix for it, so it's fine. Wordle editor beef. I kind of already got to it, basically. It's just, I don't like when people put their name on something and then say they made it, or they thought of this, or they did that. I hate ideas, guys. So much. And it sucks, because I am not typically a super creative person. And like, there's all kind of argument for that. I'm leaving it at the door. Inspiration strikes me sometimes, and when it does, I can make some cool shit, and I'm not going to deny that. But in general, I don't think I'm a very creative person. So, like, I would like to work with an ideas guy, but when almost all of them are the kind of person who will be like, I added these blocks that Minecraft has been missing, and then you watch the video, and they use and I did this, and I did this, so I did this, and then you look at the description, and they paid someone to make the mod, and add all the blocks and do everything. Generally, that makes me unhappy. Like, you couldn't have used a we there. Couldn't have mentioned that you paid someone to do this. Just because you came up with the idea, you're taking all the credit, you're putting your name all over it. And why this extends to Wordle, the Wordle editor, I don't think they do anything. What does the Wordle editor do? You read the Wordle editors, like, oh, what is your job? And she talks about how Tommy Tallarico syndrome, exactly, Stump. I made this AI-generated art, exactly. But you read the little thing on the New York Times website, and here's the other thing, it's the New York Times, it sucks. But you read the thing on the New York Times website, and she says, I take out all the words that are too obvious, or like, I roll a random one, because that's how it was originally, is that the only Wordle editor, that I think the only person in this planet who has any claim to calling themselves a Wordle editor is the guy who made its girlfriend, who went through the list of all 5-letter words in the English language and selected all of the ones she thought were common. She is the only person who did any kind of editing in Wordle. All the New York Times did is take out all the swear words and crass words. Which is lame. But yeah. So you read the little interview the Wordle editor did, and she says that she took out all of the words that are, like, too difficult to guess, or they have too many of the same word, or same letters in the same construction. And as an example, she said, like, wood wouldn't be a Wordle word, because too many words start like that. No swear words in your Wordle. I took a Lucky Charm. I took a box of Lucky Charms and took out all the good lord, I can't read. Took a box of Lucky Charms and took out all the marshmallows. Do you like it? No, Max. It's I invented this box of cereal. It's Lucky Charms without any of the marshmallows. Do you like it? I invented a groundbreaking and never-before-seen cereal. You really gotta up it. cornflakes too. This is also my problem with Minecraft modding, is that too many people, too many YouTubers specifically are like, I made this mod, and they didn't make that mod. They thought of an idea for a mod, and they paid somebody to make it because they couldn't be bothered to learn. And like, whatever. I have a job because people can't program. Well, I don't yet, but I will. Very soon I will. I mean, I guess I technically do, I just haven't started it yet. Yeah, exactly. The single idea is the endless toll. And I'll agree with that. I am fine with people paying someone to program things for them. But don't say that you did it. Say, I had an idea, and I hired a team to make it reality. Use we, even. It's a word. We have a word for referring to when you, as a part of a group of people, do something. It's called we. We did this. Together. I hate... Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just complaining about everything tonight. Here's my problem with the Martian movie. It's honestly not that big a problem. Like, of all the things I could complain about... Whoops. This is nothing. The Martian is a fantastic movie. And a really good book. Weak pronouns. Instead of woke. Yeah. But my problem with the Martian movie is that they really single lone genius Captain Lewis in a way that I don't like. And that's kind of just my problem in general. I don't like the single lone genius archetype. I hate it. I think it has done so much damage to everything. Have you guys seen anything about what Toby Fox has been up to lately? I think that is a direct result of everybody lauding him as the single lone genius behind Undertale and Deltarune. Because he can't do it himself, he doesn't think it's worth doing. That's not good. That's not a good mindset to have. That's a really bad mentality. And I really struggle with it. I struggle- punches BBC's Sherlock, exactly. I struggle with that feeling. I have so many projects that I put off, and like, I've been getting better, but I still am not very good about it, where I will not ask for anybody's help on something, because I want to be the one who did it. And it's because the single lone genius archetype is so fucking insidious and everywhere. I hate it. It's a terrible archetype, and I don't like people who think it needs to describe them in real life, let alone characters that act like it. I'm bad about it. Sometimes I'll refuse to use code libraries because you're like, I need to learn this for myself. Dan, I have the same problem. And I mean, that's one place I've definitely gotten a lot better. That is still my biggest gripe with Python, is that trying to learn how to do anything in Python, it really is a programming language for people who don't want to learn programming, or like the actual meat and potatoes of what they're doing. And that's fine, if you want to just throw something together, it's a good thing that exists, but man, it's annoying when you ask, how do I do this in Python? And someone's like, use this library. And it's like, okay, cool, how do I do it? Because I want to learn. But then sometimes I don't want to learn. Sometimes I want to rename 5,000 files. And then I'm very happy to use a library. Because someone has made a function to do exactly that, and I don't have to think. It's great. Oh, I haven't done actual proper programming in so long. I've kind of been taking a break from it because I am getting a job in it soon, and I don't want to, like, hate it. Oh, and I need to work on the Classy Dies mod a lot. Yeah, exactly. Dan, that is exactly my mindset. I like Python because it's easy. And I understand why a lot of people like Python because it's easy. But for my favorite programming language, it's probably C. Because it's not easy. It's evil. It fights you every step of the way. It's great. That and the fact that, like, people act like... This is not widespread. This is niche. This is a niche complaint. People act like you don't need to learn how to manage memory. And sweet, for the love of God, you need to learn how to manage memory. If you're a programmer, learn how to manage memory, please. Please. I'm not a Visual Basic boy, no. No, I am not. Perhaps someday I will learn it. But that is not for me. I don't know, I have a soft spot for C, because it's the first one I learned, and that's ridiculous, but it is true. I'm so mad that the ability to learn to teach yourself how to program is so much harder to do now. I don't mind Java. Java's alright. I don't know a ton of it. I haven't worked in it a ton. I've worked in it a fair amount, I guess. I mean, I've half written a Minecraft mod, but I don't really count that as working in Java because it's more like working against it. Oh. We're clear past where we were. But yeah, you can see all these little holes around me. Those are all the diamonds I've been digging up. Has that been how I've been doing it? Shit, no, it's not. One back. Thoughts on Bash? I used it as a kid to screw around on the computer. I've never used it for any real purpose. That's not really any thoughts on it, just my experience, I guess. I don't know, I have no thoughts on it. I haven't used it enough to form an opinion. What are your thoughts on Bash, Dan? Moreover, what's your experience in Bash? I'm interviewing you now. What kind? How many years of experience do you have with Bash? Max, the context for punching BBC's Sherlock was me espousing my hatred of the one lone genius archetype. It's one of the top 3 I use at work. Very love-hate relationship. It can do things, it can do them simply, but it sure can make a pain. Yeah. That seems in line with my experience of it. Dan, what's the worst thing you ever did to a computer you don't own? There's a fun programmer question. Not even programmer, computer nerd question. And actually, this goes for everyone. What's the worst thing you've done to a computer you didn't own? By accident or on purpose? Whatever you think is worst, Dan. Hardware is funny. Family computer does count, yes. Hardware is funny, but software is kind of what I'm after. I mean, I guess I'm limiting what I feel like you can do to hardware on a computer. If you've done something really evil to the hardware of a computer beyond just, like, scavenging it, then I do want to hear about that. You debugged motherboards for a few years. Alright. Max's answer is downloading a virus on the family computer trying to get Minecraft mods. Relatable. I never got a virus doing that. My family was quite good at teaching me internet safety stuff virus-wise. But it wasn't perfect knowledge. My worst thing I did to a computer I didn't own is, in fact, putting something on the family computer. I got ransomware on the family computer trying to pirate a math textbook when I was in high school. I didn't even get the math textbook. You sprayed water directly onto a computer, then put it in the oven. See, but like, there's almost a reason to do that. I don't think that's nearly the worst. Okay, what do you have that tops that? It was the only way to clean it. What had happened to that motherboard? Don't worry about it. Oh, computers are so interesting. Thermal interface. I see. But yeah, I can't believe that 2 of the main things in the tech world that I followed closely as a young person were 3D printers and generative AI. How did this happen? How could they? "3D printers are still extremely cool. Like picking the right lottery numbers at the wrong time. Pink elephant effect? Yeah, maybe. I don't know, that is true. There's lots of other techie things I was into as a kid that have not ruined my life. Is today Wednesday? Yeah, it is. I'm streaming a day early. If you're wondering why I'm streaming early, I'm busy tomorrow. And I will probably be busy on Monday. In fact, I will certainly be busy on Monday, but I will probably be back next Thursday. But I'm busy for an amazing reason. Very exciting reason. Oh, and the next time I stream, you guys will get to hear about my new keyboard switches. Very excited. I'm so tired of these linear switches. I had like a real keyboard head friend come over and look at my keyboard. And she was like, oh, these are such nice switches. And I was like, are they? I hate them. Hear about your new keyboard switches. I don't know if they'll be picked up on the mic. Ideally they won't, but I can't promise they won't. They're supposed to be quieter. Quieter, not quiet. But I'm really after it for the feedback, not the... Well, I would like the noise. As well. My problem with linear switches is that I type and I don't realize I'm like hitting letters and I don't mean to be hitting them. And my typing has gotten so much worse with this new keyboard, even though the old one was a membrane keyboard, so it was basically linear switches anyway. But the membrane keyboard had a lot of... What do they call it? Thok? Keyboard... Mechanical keyboard people are crazy. It's great. You almost have a big hole in your base filled in. Oh, you mean like... I thought you had just been digging a hole and then we're filling it back in. On first reading that message, Max. Hey, it's not just a me thing. One of my mutuals on Tumblr loves to dig big holes in Minecraft Hardcore and remove the bedrock from them, which is so awesome. You have one that's linear, but it's louder than the other because you like feedback, so when you hit the keys, you press them all the way down. You're the mutual? Are you the mutual, Stump? Do I have more than one mutual who does this? Mutuals on social media is such a weird concept to me, mostly because of how I use it. No, that was not their post. That was somebody else. I'm thinking of somebody specific. I'm just not saying their username. Old Dig Thursdays? What? Like a hold? Okay, that's not descriptive. It doesn't matter. I was only half listening about what Mutual did. Sorry, I'm distracted. My mom is asking me about, the narrator of the Martian audiobook. It was originally Ray Porter, but they did like a re-release of it when the movie came out, and Will Wheaton did it, and like, he's a good actor. I feel like I've already complained about this. I must have already complained about this. This can't be the first time I'm bringing this up. Anyway, he's a good actor. He gets a lot of emotion across in his voice. My only problem is that he tries to do a voice for every character for about 5 seconds, and then he gives up. And I don't like that. But I'm spoiled for audiobook readers, or narrators. They're so... Right? There's no reason actors also need to be voice actors. Will Wheaton is great on TV. Get him out of my audiobook. I'll be honest, I haven't watched that much Will Wheaton. in general, so I can't even tell you if he's great, but get him out of my audiobook. I don't know, I'm really spoiled with the Murderbot series. Kevin R. Free is an amazing narrator. He does such a good job. Also, Murderbot is just really good. Everyone go read the Murderbot Diaries. There's a new book coming out in May. Martha Wells has also spoiled me for, like, all other sci-fi. I'm so tired of reading sci-fi where there are just no female characters for no reason other than that the author just hasn't noticed they're a misogynist. I don't know, Andy Weir's alright for it. I'm mostly talking about one specific sci-fi series, I'll be honest, but like... Ugh, man. I hate when a story is so good, but just, like, the author is not. I'm having a real complainy night. I feel like that's all I do. I do love to, though. Love to complain. What are the things I love about The Martian? Did you guys know that The Martian was released as a weekly serialized web novel originally? Has anybody in here read The Martian other than me and Max? I'm never gonna be over this, because, like, you read that book and it's like, oh my god, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? How is he gonna get out of this? And that's being able to read it all in one sitting if you wanted. If I had to wait a week between chapters, oh my god, I'd be chewing through the walls. They put The Martian in my Kellogg's. You saw the movie but have not read it? It's a very good book. If you thought the movie needed more things happening, here's the thing. The movie moves at like a breakneck pace already, and it's still over 2 hours long, and they took out a lot of stuff from the books. From the book, I should say. It's great. Dan, have you seen Project Hail Mary? What'd you think? If you have. Andy Weir is a very good author. I love grounded sci-fi a lot. Who else is a good author? You know who's a good author? Is John Green. I really, really love his book series, his fiction book series that I can never remember the name of because it's really long. An Absolutely Remarkable Thing, I think, is the first one's title. That's such a good book. Such a good book. The sequel's really good. It's kind of sci-fi. It's not really grounded, but it's very good. The problem with recommending things I like is that I don't want to spoil people for going into them. So I can't talk about what I like about them. But with recommending, or not recommending, but talking about things I hate, it's very easy to spoil things I don't like. You don't read nearly as much as you should or would like to? Ugh, same. I've been reading the Annihilation series recently, or Southern Reach series is what it's actually called. The first book is Annihilation, the movie was based off of it. Very, very good. You're in ideas hell? Why is that, Max? hating is around the same leagues as spoiling. Exactly. I dislike this. Nobody gets to experience it for the first time. Why don't you want to go into single player, Max? I mean, you can still have stream open. Start up a Discord call. If you're really desperate to hear me in real time. You're currently reading a book that had a promising title and cover, and it's so disappointing it's taking forever. That's the worst. I am still down in the tunnels, yes. Why do you ask? Dan, my advice is just stop. If the book sucks, hit the bricks. Dan is asking if you want to help him disarm bombs, Max. The answer is yes, I can say that for sure. Max loves that game. I guess I don't know if it's yes, maybe they're still planning. Ideas hell, as it were. It was a joke, I see. Hit the bricks. I need to find a muck tough color that I like the look of, because I don't like how this block looks, and I'm getting a lot of it right now. But I haven't looked that hard at it. What can you even do with muck tough? Is it just building? Spoiler for a book called Alchemy Unlimited. It sure does have a limited amount of alchemy. Ah, that's so lame. Why would they do that to you? I'm sorry, this does make sense, and I can explain how my thought got here. Did you guys know that Bill Clinton has written a novel, or co-authored a novel? You did not tell me about this. I found out by finding one of the books in a bookstore, Max. I remember very clearly taking a photo of it and sending it to people. In amazement. You may have told somebody else about this, but I did not hear it first from you. Your parents have a copy? Yes, Bill Clinton is the idea guy. But also, the author who he co-wrote it with is also the ideas guy, because he doesn't actually write anything. He has like a fleet of ghostwriters. Yes, slander. Nameless slander. Bill Clinton and some other guy. Mostly because I don't remember his name right now. But yeah. The topic of those books is really funny. Because there's like 3 of them. And in all of them, he's... Not he, sorry. It's not a self-insert, obviously. All of them are about the husband of the President of the United States. Of course. And they're unrelated. They're not the same universe. They're all separate, fully unrelated stories. It's crazy that these exist. There's like 3, I think. James Patterson, yeah. See, I thought it might have been him, but I couldn't tell. I couldn't remember for sure, so I didn't want to slander someone needlessly. But yeah, that's the very similar thought of ideas guys and ghostwriters and, Why can't people just be proud of the fact they had a good idea? Why do they have to say they did it? If I had a good idea, and I got a team of people to help me with it, I mean, that's the problem. I still suffer from wanting to... Yes, Bill Clinton fanfic about being the husband of the president. That is what you heard. Dan, you missed the important part. 3 of them in unrelated universes, entirely wholly contained separate stories. But all with the same premise. It almost had a TV adaptation? What? What's up, Max? Every compat beehives are wrong. What's wrong about them? What's wrong about them? Bees don't recognize them? Ah, yeah. That sucks. All caps moment. That's the problem. These keys are so easy to hit. I was trying to hit tab. I like the tab key. That's something that's funny about driving. I hate driving. But I do try my very best to drive well. I took like a defensive driving course and all that. And it's crazy to me on so many levels when people don't use their blinkers, but like one of the biggest ones for me in my mind is like, I love the sound the blinker makes in my car. You're telling me that I get to pick when it makes that sound? And like, I don't use it excessively, but I just can't believe that people don't want to use their blinkers. Like, you don't like that sound? You don't want to make that sound? What's wrong with you? If you buy a car, fucking use the whole car. So true. Do I know the BPM of my blinker? Not in the car I currently have, but I did time it out in the old one. Not specifically for BPM, but... And I don't remember the time now. But I did time it out in the old one. Oh, the old car. Nothing even happened to it. Most of our cars we got rid of because of some, like, dramatic happenings. I don't know, Dan's a musician. Sometimes you're listening to a song and the blinker lines up almost perfectly, but not quite, and you're like, huh, I wonder what BPM the blinker is to not line up with this song. You almost hit your signal in time with a song the other day? Awesome. Dan, what's the BPM of your blinker? You ask that, you must know. You don't know. Okay, but now, the thought has been planted in your mind. Just like Inception. I came up with the idea. I plant thoughts constantly in your own mind. That's my other problem. I have so many problems. Here's a new problem. I don't like that Inception was used wrong by the internet. Like, the word was massively used wrong by the internet to mean a thing within a thing. That's not what it means. That's not what they refer to. Hey, a geode. The inception refers to making the person think that the inception of an idea in their head was their own. But that's, like, ridiculous to explain or complain about. Geode. Oh, mineshaft. Whoa. Free cam with shaders on is kind of crazy. The Russian name is Beginning. Yeah, exactly. That's cool. Dan, I do like the mental imagery of your mind being a massive unwatered garden. Very evocative. Dan is wilting. Okay, I know I've only been streaming for 3 hours, but we're probably gonna end stream at the 3-hour mark. Because I have to get up in the morning. Ugh. What the whole World Wide Web means is the loop. That's interesting. Instead of the inception. Oh, we're done. Let's get out of here. Well, let's sort my inventory first, and then let's get out of here. Screaming Hot Llama. We did put one away. We put all that away. You should watch the Matrix movies. They're pretty good movies. I don't know that I've seen more than one of them, to be honest, but I remember enjoying it. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, I never have shaders on in this world. It's so pretty. So pretty! My utter lack of water wheel and incredible frame count while at the factory. Ugh. Where's the hot dog? The hot dog is still there, glistening in the sun. Let's turn off shaders. This is bright. Ah. I've been playing a lot of Picross 3D. And by a lot, I mean, it's been a long time since I've genuinely gotten the Tetris effect from a game. And I've been getting the Tetris effect from that game. And it's great. I close my eyes and I see cubes with numbers on them. The Tetris effect is where you close your eyes and you still see the game that you were playing. Ooh, perfect stack. Beautiful. And the thing that's crazy about it is, like, people talk about it like it's just how playing Tetris is when you play a lot of it. But once you get to a certain point, it stops happening. Like, it stops happening entirely. And that used to be me with Minesweeper. is I would get the Tetris effect with Minesweeper, and I'd like lie down to go to bed, and I'd be playing Minesweeper in my brain, basically. But after you hit a certain point, it just stops happening. Alright. Diamonds acquired. I actually do want them in item form to put in here. There. You think you might need a lot of honeycomb blocks? Yikes. Honeycomb. How do you make honeycomb? There's just no good way to do it. That's sad. Or masons, apparently, if you've got Hero of the Village going. Yeah, they'll throw items at you. Ooh, I wonder if acidity works with this. Hero of the Village 2. Damn, it doesn't. Rats. Why does this have to be in the same spot as the backpack? I like my backpack being there. Okay. Well, we got our 10 stacks of diamonds. It's pretty good for a stream. We have all our periwinkle terracotta tiles refilled. And I should probably deal with my inventory before I leave. This guy threw a brick at me. Yeah, they do that sometimes. What's up, Max? $16 Almentra for an emerald. That's incredible. What else do I need to get rid of? Hey, my stone. Gravel. Ore, cinnabar, and muck tuff. Perfect. Oh, not perfect. Give me that. Okay. When it's time to berry pick in August, your brain also does the Tetris thing. That's pretty great. Do you think bears get it? It's a good question. Ton of bricks and free Almentra. See, that's pretty sweet, even if you didn't get honeycomb. I love airmail. Okay. It's already sent. You just have to find it now. Oh, the ghost of Snanthony. Oh. There we go. Now we're all back to normal. Yeah, the Tetris effect is a really neat thing to learn about, especially learning that it does go away after even more exposure. Yeah, Snanthony. So I had a snail in a bucket, who was gonna live here on the shelf. But I found out that you can dye snails. And so, of course, I immediately tried to dye it with one of the modded dyes, and it crashed the whole server. And when we relogged and reopened the world back up, I just had an empty bucket. So, the ghost of Snanthony. Yeah, the first place where I really, like, talked about the concept of the Tetris effect going away was when NES Tetris was really, really big, when that kid beat the game for the first time. I painted Anthony with invisible dye. Yep. He's still in that bucket. He's just hiding. But yeah, I was watching a lot of NES Tetris on Twitch, and just, like, talking in their chats, and something that came up was people asking, hey, do you still get the Tetris effect? And the people who play it were like, no, actually, I did for a while, but after getting, like, really into high-level game, it stopped happening. And they never stopped playing as much. Like, the amount they played never went down. It just stops happening. And that's crazy to me, because we don't even really understand why it happens. I did leave Prismarine Blossoms over there. I have no idea when that was. It was weeks ago, even. Maybe, possibly. Whenever I did that. Like a week ago, I'd guess. My sense of time is all off right now, Max. I'm waiting for something big. There's now, there's before it happens, and there's after. And we're still in the before. If anybody's playing that Backrooms mod and they see a snail in there, that's mine. Okay, I'm just, like, stalling at this point. Let's go find someone to raid. It's been an hour. We've made not 1,000 minecart, or train tracks even. So let's go find someone to raid. Max says goodnight. Who's live? Lagwire's live. Oh, why do I follow this person? They have no idea. They're playing Megenics. Ugh. Is anybody playing modded Minecraft? Is the question. Many people are playing modded Minecraft, but does anybody have a title that is captivating? The title of my stream definitely makes it sound like I was drunk tonight. I was not. I don't drink at all. Ugh, all the normal people I raid aren't live because it's Wednesday. Stump, that is way better. It should have been Winecraft Wednesday. As in whining. Ugh. I'm not gonna raid anyone. I do that like once a month. We get one night. One raid. One night without a raid. Good night, everyone. Goodbye.